Hey, well, this is Zacchaeus with another live word of the day. God bless for tuning in. God bless for tuning in. And if you're tuning in for the first time, God bless. If you've been consistently supporting me, I thank you as well. Thank you for your support. Well, today I want to talk about something I heard about what happened to a young lady in Dubai that went to Dubai. And the story goes, we'll have the clip right here. I would play with you, and I will play for you. And went away to Dubai. She's from Houston. Went away to Dubai, and on her trip in Dubai, she got arrested because for screaming. She got arrested for screaming. According to the sources, she got arrested for screaming at a man that I guess rented her a vehicle. But the man screamed at her first, so she went back and screamed, knowing that she didn't know. And when you don't know, this is a perfect um situation where you're supposed to do before you go any place outside the country. Learn, do a little research, do a little due diligence, find out what's the rules and regulation. Just a quick Google search, find out the rules and regulation because it's not America, it's Dubai. It's Dubai. And according to the sources, her name is Tierra Young Allan was detained in Arab Emirates after she yelled back at a young aggressive individual, a young man there who she was screaming at her. Her mother, Tina Baxter, told the KRIV Allen was visiting Dubai. Allen was visiting her, that's her daughter. Allen was visiting Dubai when she was involved in a crash with a friend's rental car. And I'm gonna play the clip and then we'll talk more after that. Check this out, y'all.
Are described as terrifying for a Houston woman who we're told is being detained in Dubai. Fox 26's Dominique Keith joining us live near downtown Houston with why she's being held. Dominique.
Well, the crime she's charged with may surprise you, and Dubai is increasingly becoming a vacation spot for a number of Houston women. One who's there right now, according to her social media page, is trying to get back to the Bayou City. But according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
It also could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
The trip turned terrifying for Tierra Young Allan when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money. She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says, resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice.
Wow.
If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail time.
It's been very emotional. Some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy.
This website warns, quote, laws and customs are very different, so be aware of your actions to ensure they don't offend while in United Arab Emirates. Now, after Baxter says her daughter was charged with screaming in Dubai, her passport has been taken, and the American social media influencer who works as a truck driver can't leave the UAE, according to her mom. And her mom says she's been placed under a travel ban pending the outcome of the investigation.
It's very frightening. The longer she's been there, the more reality has started to kick in.
In our opinion, she did not commit a crime. Don't punish women for doing the same thing a man can do in Dubai. It's not fair and it's not right.
Now, the 29-year-old does now have an attorney there in Dubai, and her mom says she's told that she could face jail time because there is surveillance video of her screaming. Now, we have reached out to the U.S. and the UAE embassies. Will government officials step in and give her assistance? I'm still awaiting responses. Reporting live near downtown Houston, I'm Damalie Keith.
Yes. So this young lady went to Dubai. She went to Dubai and just was a bad moment because she did crash the vehicle that she rented, and the owner that gave her the vehicle yelled back. So the rules and regulations when you go to certain places, ladies and gentlemen, always read the rules and regulation. It doesn't hurt because if she would have known that, I'm sure, and it's tough. I understand we're from the United people from the United States. It's tough when you go to certain places. You're not used to those rules and regulations on women. Women can't raise their voice. Women can certain rights that women have, and they're used to women being in certain countries and certain religions and traditions. They're used to women being submissive, and if you're gonna come with that American attitude, that attitude where you can come the same way how you raise your voice in Texas, raise your voice in New York, and raise your voice in the U.S., and you think you could come there with the same kind of mentality and attitude, you're sadly mistaken because the rules and regulations in certain countries, like United Arab Emirates, it's different. Women are submissive, and because you see, the men can get away with it because they look at men as on a different level, but the women are looked at as submissive people. So, as women being submissive, they're not expecting you to raise your voice. It was wrong for him to raise his voice at you. It's an accident. Things happen, but but all you have to do is say, you know what? I'm gonna get the manager. I'm gonna get your manager, and I'm gonna get. But see, the thing is, when you go to certain countries, as a woman, you looked upon as submissive, and you looked upon as that. And then when you come off as the aggressor, all of a sudden, because she's a woman, she's facing jail time. She's facing jail time because she's a woman and she raised her voice. The man didn't yell at her first and raise his voice first. The boy didn't yell and raise a voice first, but the man did yell at her and raise her voice first. But she went out there thinking that she can do the same like she do in the U.S. Doesn't work. Call the manager, call the authorities, call whoever you want. You could do that. But see, this is a different country altogether. So we don't know the rules and regulations. When you go to certain countries, it's always good to do a little research and find out what the rules and regulations are when you travel anywhere. But especially when you travel out of the US and you go to a foreign land, a foreign Muslim land like Dubai. And if you're not careful, by you coming off aggressive as a woman, they'll look to lock you up. And you don't know how long they're gonna lock you up. Now, according to the sources, they're trying to get the U.S. involved. They're trying to get because she is detained. I guess she's going to face in trial to be detained, and they're trying to get the U.S. involved. They're trying to get U.S. sources involved, but I don't know. If they find it that important, they will fight. But if they don't find it that important, she has to sit in there and serve her time. Scary, scary. So let this news report be a lesson to people that do travel outside the US, people that do travel to foreign lands like Dubai. If you come with that attitude, that raunchy, I'ma get loud attitude, you could be facing some consequences. You could be facing some consequences that you can't get yourself out. You could be facing some situations that you can't get yourself out. And you really have to fight. See how her mother is like really sad about it? You really have to fight to get yourself. It's almost you just gotta serve your time because now the mother has to spend unnecessary money to try to get you out of a Dubai prison. Not fair to the mother because you didn't know how to conduct yourself. I think there's other ways you can go. You can either, if he starts yelling at you, you can just leave and go to a highest authority, or report it. And some men, they do. Some of the Arab men, some men do come off aggressive towards their women because they expect a woman to take the yelling and the hollering at them, and they expect the woman to take it, but not American women. They will not take that. They will not take no being submissive and disrespect. No. But when you go to another country, you come with that aggressive attitude. This is what you face. This is what you deal with. This is what you face. Rules and regulations. And yeah, they say more women from Houston are traveling to Dubai, traveling, shopping, just exploring the country. But you cannot come with that attitude. You cannot come with that rough, on the edge mentality. That's I don't take no mess attitude. Try to do your research before you go to anywhere. You come with that raunchy, hardcore attitude. Those men are not gonna take that. They'll treat you accordingly, and they'll throw you in prison. Now, the live word of the day is coming out of 2 Timothy chapter 1, verses 7. For God gave us a spirit not to fear, but a power, love, and a sound and self-control. For God gave us a spirit not to fear, but power and love and self-control. But this is Zacchaeus coming to you with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. And you know, people that do like to travel and they like to travel outside the country, do share this content with them so they can remind them to also do your research before you travel anywhere. But this is Zacchaeus coming to you with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings, y'all. And thanks for tuning in.